Hello and welcome to Uncorked, the show where we break down your favorite made-for-TV movies one bottle at a time. I'm your host, Patrick Serrano, and today we're talking about The Little Girl Who Lived. The Little Girl Who Lived stars Brittany Bristow, Elizabeth Longshaw, and Marcus Rosner. The movie begins with a young Alice sprinting away from a bald creepazoid in the woods. Classic Lifetime movie setup. She drops her beloved butterfly necklace, but is saved by a Canadian jogger who probably just wanted to finish his morning run without having to deal with the whole kidnapping thing. Fast forward years later, Alice is now a successful crime author sharing her traumatic story in her latest novel, The Murderer in My Mind. At her book event, Alice's biggest fan, Claire, is there practically vibrating with excitement, asking her all sorts of personal, invasive questions, and just being a lot. Alice does not love the attention since she, surprise, surprise, was taken by the Strigoi, a serial killer who kidnaps children from their family homes in the dead of the night. Claire is a true crime freak, leaving us to wonder if she is a fan or plotting a takeover. Luckily for Alice, her sister Emma is a police officer, but oops, she's on administrative leave for reasons that sound suspiciously like 2 bottles of Merlot too many. Things get awkward when Emma goes missing and Detective Marcus Rosner, who's pretty hot but has a haircut that screams fuckboy. He shows up to tell Alice that Emma might just be on a bender instead of being kidnapped. Alice is not buying it, probably because she knows how the Strigoi's mind works. Meanwhile, Emma is being held by the Strigoi who took Alice. He's less serial killer in the shadows and more I've got a basement full of plastic wrap and regrets. Alice decides to channel her inner detective because why call the police when you can create a serial killer wall and piece together the horrifying connections in your living room. Claire, who amazingly knows how to decode the chaotic clues, and together they start interrogating random old guys at chess tables. The duo continue to dig deeper, ultimately uncovering a house linked to their sleazy suspects, complete with buried treasures and animal bones. Hopefully it was just a Halloween prop, though. Emma keeps attempting to escape, but only ends up back in captivity because, of course, the wine isn't going to pour itself. Alice discovers Claire has her own creepy backstory and spends time avoiding her. Instead of hanging out with Claire, she decides to take a joyride into the woods back to the cabin of her nightmares. Because that's a solid idea when fleeing your one-time captor. What could possibly go wrong? Eventually, there's a big showdown where Alice narrowly escapes being strangled by Claire, who apparently is one of the kidnapped kids and has been brainwashed, taking Stockholm Syndrome to a whole new level. Just when it seems like everything is going down the drain, hot Detective Marcus shows up and saves the day. In the end, Alice might have shed some real tears, which is unusual for a Lifetime flick, but she's determined to save her sister and bring the real horrors to justice. A tale of sisterly love, kidnappings, and the importance of choosing your friends wisely, especially the ones who may have a dark past. And that is The Little Girl Who Lived. The Little Girl Who Lived is a hard title for me to say. The Little Girl Who Lived. Yeah, it was about a little girl who lived and then, came to solve her murders and get rid of that creepy Stromboli guy. There was some real tension and scares here. For Lifetime, it was actually a pretty effective movie. The real crime here is Marcus Rosner was not shirtless in this one, so we need to work on that. And yay for Brittany Bristow for her first Lifetime thriller. She was excellent, usually a Hallmark holiday player, and now came over here to do some stuff on Lifetime, so good for her. This movie had 1 kill, and I would pour it up. That's it for this week. Let me know what you think about the movie in the comment section below, and follow the show at Lifetime Uncorked. You can also follow me at Patrick Miguel. Lifetime Uncorked is a podcast with hundreds of episodes recapping Lifetime movies. Listen wherever you get your podcasts, and visit lifetimeuncorked.com for full reviews. If you feel like it, please leave me a tip on Ko-fi, buy me a glass of wine, and I'll keep watching Lifetime. That's it for this week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye!